everyone, and welcome to Mecha Games Weekly. I'm here with Brad and this other guy you've probably seen a few times or other videos, Nick.
Hey guys.
The new face of the store.
Yes.
I am usurping.
It's a new year. We're going to try to get this to be a weekly thing. We'll be popping in and out, so sometimes there'll be the three of us. Sometimes Justin will be chopping in. Other times we'll just bring in our pets. We don't know what's really going to happen.
That's why
here.
Kevin brought me.
Maybe
Exactly.
even a puppet or two.
Exactly. You should see what it does for dog treats, folks. It's amazing what you can get. It's that type of market right now. It's employer's market.
Cat treats I do half as much, but I will still do stuff for cat treats. They're just not as good.
All right. So what this is all about, this is just a fun thing for us, is to talk about what's on our mind sort of thing that's happening at the store, what we're excited about in our own gaming. And nothing super crazy serious in that. Once a month, too, Nick is going to work it out so that we actually have a live feed. So once a month, we will do it at a different time where we will be able to take questions from the chat group. But first of all, what's going on this week, folks? And I guess we're going to go over to Brad for this because he's the one that helps with the calendar.
As our inaugural welcome back episode, first one of the new year, we got a lot of fun things happening at the store this week. The big one on everybody's to-do list is to come out on Friday and join us for the Lorawyn Magic pre-release. Everyone's super excited about this new set. It's kind of 20 years in the making. In-universe, very popular. The cards look phenomenal.
They look really cool. Hexing Squelcher is gonna be
so
crazy.
that's going to be an absolute blast. A very fun party celebration on Friday we're doing.
It'll be the day after my birthday, too.
It's
nice.
going to be an absolute packed house in here. We still have a little bit of tickets left, but if you haven't gotten your ticket, go to mechagames.ca and pick it up now because I think there's only 6 left. We have already sold 47 tickets.
Do not miss out, folks.
So we're capping it at 53. Which is the traditional number for Magic.
Yes.
Exactly. It works out.
Well, we always leave a couple extra for those people that like to show up last minute with their friends and ask, do you still have a spot left? So we always try to keep
So what's the max we can get to that?
The max we'll probably go to is going to be like 56, 58. We have 60, but, we like to open
Moral of the story, buy your ticket online when you decide you're coming.
And which card are you waiting for, Nick?
Hexing Squelcher, that card's crazy.
What's it do?
It's a 2-mana red card.
Yeah.
Ward, I think it gives everything ward. You have to pay 2 life.
There's some ridiculous low-cost creatures in this game, in this coming in this set. The chase card, which I'm not even going to try to Bitter Bloom, thank you. The new Black Fairy is also amazing.
Yeah, I have a Hexing Squelcher here, 2 mana, 1 colorless, and a red. This spell can't be countered. Ward, pay 2 life. Spells you control can't be countered. Other creatures you control have ward, pay 2 life.
A goblin sorcerer.
For 2
A goblin, a goblin, a red goblin that burns you for 2 if you want to target anything, and none of your spells can be
protects
canceled.
all other goblins, because, that's what goblins needed.
Yeah, because this one here, I've been looking at the cards, and by no means, I'm not as great at thing. I love Commander because it's fun. You can trash talk around the table, and it's not too competitive. But it looks like there's a lot of tribal stuff going on this deck.
Oh yeah, well I mean that's a big push with Lorawyn, right?
That's
like Lorawyn,
nice.
you have Lorawyn, you have Shadowmoor, which is actually looking into the lore of Lorawyn because I'm a new Magic player, I suppose. Looking into the lore is really cool. How like there's cycles during originally it was during the day, it's Lorawyn, during the night it's Shadowmoor, and that's why you even have the Shocklands with 2 different arts. So they're bringing in the rest of the Shocklands, Steam Vents, stuff like that didn't get reprinted in Edge of Eternities.
Which are also super
They're bringing them back, and they're double-sided. One side is the Lorawyn side, the other side is the Shadowmoor side. So one is one looks like some of them still look kind of like macabre and whatnot, but they look like happier, whereas the other side is like ruins, and they're actually really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Plus, huge for Commander players, more Shocklands in
So
rotation.
a lot of Magic going on this weekend. Everyone's super excited for the new set to come out. We still have tons of product. Come see us on Friday. That'll releases on Friday. So we have lots of extra Commander decks. We still have some bundles.
Yeah, Commander decks coming back.
Collectors.
Finally. How many sets has it been since we had a Commander deck?
Too many. We didn't get them for Avatar, which is crazy.
Last set was Edge of Eternities, I believe, right?
Edge
That was
the
only
last
2,
one.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tezzeret and the other one.
What else we have going on? On Saturday for pre-release this weekend is a huge 40K release. We have the 500 Worlds campaign supplement coming, as well as the new Commander Titus box, which anyone who's a big fan of the Space Marine games, that's the pivotal character from that game, is coming into the board game now, and his rules are straight busted, as you would expect.
New product.
It's also starting up the train that is going to be the 40K train that is going to be running all year long and going to be picking up steam as we head towards the summer, where we will inevitably have a new edition of the game coming, and that's going to be getting announced. As well as this Saturday, we are going to be having our first DKM fighting video game event of the year. So those boys will be in setting up and doing some awesome fighting games. And then we just have a lot of cool stuff coming up on the calendar. There's going to be the front portion of this year is going to be front loaded with lots of new learn to plays. The first one is going to be for Daggerheart, the RPG system. I'm going to be running that on Friday the 30th, I believe. Yes.
We have a Malediction Learn to Play.
We have a Malediction Learn to Play. That's going to be, the date is not 100% on that one yet, but tune into our socials. We'll be announcing that eminently, and we're very, very excited about Malediction.
The best place to find all this stuff is the socials. Follow the Facebook, the Instagram, all that
Discord,
good stuff.
yeah.
Be in the Discord.
Yep. So Malediction is a phenomenal game. I'm very excited to see that pick up in the new year. We're probably going to tag Nick in and get Learn to Play going for that as well, so that you guys can really get kind of a close-up look at the game before maybe you come out and try it. And as always with everything we do here, you can try it before you buy. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm really interested in seeing what comes out this year, because like it's been one of the ones where Warhammer and Magic and D&D have been dominating the scene, but now we're starting to see some of these other companies. People are starting to go, well, what else is there?
Yeah, and I mean Riftbound.
Oh, Riftbound just took
Riftbound
off
has been
amazing.
Has blown up
Yeah.
on the scene.
So
Has
if
blown up.
you're curious about Riftbound 2, we offer free demos of that. We should have product back in hand for that any day now.
I mean, our answer for any of this a lot of the time is just come in, check it out. Someone here will know about it, and like, there's nothing we'd like to do more than show you guys like how this stuff works.
And I think we have our second Riftbound skirmish
the
summoner
18th.
event coming up on the
that'll be a big one.
Yeah,
this Sunday.
Yep.
So yes, add it to the list for things happening this week.
Crazy
so it's a
time.
crazy week. January is coming out strong and fast.
And this past weekend, of course, so we always have to learn too, because we're in gaming, so everything constantly changes. Right? So Nick, Justice, and myself, we just signed up for Adepticon for this year. So that happened
I'm not
yesterday.
going.
Brad's not going.
Not this year. Maybe
down
next
the
year
board.
will be the return.
Brad will be
I
here
usurped
with a
Brad.
sleeping bag
Yep.
for those 4 days while we're gone. Wah, wah. But anyway, I'll bring you back stuff. You always know I'll bring you back stuff. But anyways, we're going to try to figure out that. So we're going back to a Warhammer preview, that thing, a 2-hour event on the Wednesday night there. Like, they've canceled a bunch of them recently, haven't they, Brad?
They didn't have one at Nova or LVO this year, or not, at least not a proper one. They've
Right.
been doing a lot of weird, sporadic ones on their community site. So this will be the return to form for a true convention, big,
And a 2-hour one.
Yeah.
And
Didn't know
let's
that
be
before
honest,
I signed up for it.
we know that inevitably that will be the first showing of the new edition of 40K, at least probably the video. So it's going to be a big one.
Nice. And we'll talk about that too. We'll bring some recording equipment, I'm sure, down to
Yeah.
Milwaukee. My first time in Milwaukee.
It'll be my first as well.
That'll be really cool. So I'm curious about what that's going to be like down there. But yeah, there'll be lots of great games there. And it's weird. Adepticon's normally miniature games, that sort of thing. But Nick and I were signed up to play Magic.
Yeah, we're gonna go
down
Bully
there.
Commander Night.
I'm playing an Extra Life, a charity event for D&D
That looks
happening
really cool.
there.
They have like
so
4 different
good.
ones going on every day. It's really cool.
Oh, it's so
It definitely
amazing.
seems like so Kevin and I used to go regularly every year.
Yeah.
Definitely seems like at the new location they have a lot more space, and they're spreading out and adding a lot more.
There's
events.
so
and
there
a lot
is
less.
so many.
Yeah.
It took like I went through looking for things. It took me maybe 25 minutes just to get to the bottom.
Which is amazing. Like, we always loved going for the Warhammer tournaments and stuff too, but it's really cool to see now that they're branching out, and it's almost becoming like a mini Gen Con. It looks like.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah. So many painting classes. Like
Yeah.
there's a billion painting classes.
Great artists too.
Yeah.
The ones you follow online, you'll see there.
Yeah, I learned about Malifaux for the first time, which is a shame that all of the Learn to Plays are booked, because I just found out there's a tabletop game where you can play as a vampire cowboy, which is kind of my whole bag.
They usually have probably have in the dealer hall like little tiny tables set up where you can do like quick demos too.
Oh,
so maybe.
if there's Vampire Cowboys, I will learn to play. It doesn't matter. Tickets be damned.
And that's the thing too, because Malfo's been around for a while, but now they have the 4th edition out, which is getting very positive reviews. But we haven't seen it get traction in any of the stores because Malfo's one of the ones. It's a great company of how they build their game, but their distribution's all direct, so it's very difficult, especially us being in Canada. It's hard for us to get the stuff in. So we're trying to find these other games. We're lucky with Loot Studio Malediction. They're amazing to work with. So we've been able to come on board with their stuff there, bring in their physical product, which is top quality, their starter boxes, as well as we get to do all the print farm stuff for them too, because we have all those great other models that we're allowed to print and have people add to their games. And Brad, you love that game. Like you've been demoing that for a bunch of people, right?
Yeah. So there's lots of amazing games. There's a lot of retro games looking like they're positioning themselves. I shouldn't call them retro, but games that were really big maybe a decade ago that are positioning themselves for like a big comeback year. So we'll see if they manage to to pull it off. So
which games are on your radar then, guys? Like what are you looking for? So let's keep it genre wise. So we're talking miniature games. What is on your radar for there?
So for myself, I mean, I do love my traditional different brands of Warhammer, so I am excited to see what 11th edition brings for 40K this summer. I've been really enjoying playing Old World lately, so I'm excited to see if we get any big announcements for that.
I'm basically wearing a Old World outfit right now. I'm blue and yellow. So that's the one thing I've recognized about Old World. It's just the box.
Outside
always looks so
of Games Workshop and some of the bigger brands, I'd like to get some more Conflict on the table. We've been slowly plugging away on that. I really was impressed with the new edition of Conflict 47.
That looks really cool.
RPGs. This is probably going to hopefully be a big year for RPGs. I was planning to we're going to be playing a lot more Daggerheart, and I'd like to try some of the other smaller one-offs. As far as like indie brand games, what I'm hoping to see, I'm hoping this year there's going to be someone that comes out of the gate and manages to follow through and actually deliver on a viable third-party alternative, I guess we'll say, for one of the games. It seems like everybody who's trying right now seems to capture the lightning in a bottle and just not be able to run with it. So, like we kind of saw that with Trench Crusade, which dropped off in a big way. There's been a little bit of chatter about StarCraft. We're seeing a little bit of a resurgence of War Machine. So I would like to see someone just actually pull it off. If I was to put my money on the table, who I would love that to be, for me, I'd love for it to be Atomic Mass Games, for them to kind of come together, get their stuff ironed out a little bit more, and get back to a healthy spot. Because Marvel Crisis, I still think, is one of the best games on the market right now, but we'll see.
Well, hopefully. And now, Nick, you're not really you're just getting into the miniature types games.
Yeah, very, very new to the table space outside of like RPGs. One thing that I saw a cool amount of on there was Cyberpunk Red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was,
a
tabletop game that I've wanted to play for a while, RPG wise. I remember I watched Polygon play it forever ago, and it just looked like really, really cool.
We should get a demo of that done in the deal. We'll be able to find that.
One of the other things that seems to be having a bit of a resurgence right now, obviously due to the popularity of the TV show, is Mephidius makes a Fallout miniatures game.
Yeah,
we're starting to see that.
That Fallout's hot right now, very hot.
So we'll see. What
they have their game again. It's one of those ones where it's a kind of a convention game because most people buy the stuff at the convention because they're just not carried at the stores. Yeah, it's hard to find that sort of thing. I'm going to actually play an MCP event at Adepticon, getting back into it because I love this stuff, but it's dropped off and. Quite frankly, I need to relearn the rules. I'm at that age now where if I haven't played it yesterday, I don't remember what I'm doing.
I think we'll see if the Marvel roster for films this year are actually good and pull it off. I think we'll see probably a big boost there.
Well, because it's been a little bit since the big Marvel movies, right? So I think the fatigue is sort of starting to like wane off. That was a big thing for me. I remember when I was younger, you were getting a superhero movie every year if you were lucky, and then they just obviously it just became a money printer, right? So I kind of weaned off, but I mean, if it gets to a point now where it slows down, Marvel can kind of come back strong. and that'll
But a really
that'll
good
transition to a lot of
quality
their,
over quantity.
yeah, right. Like
100%.
that'll transition to a lot of their supplementary products, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And one of the games I'm really looking for, another game we're bringing into the store soon. We're just finalizing the work with the company. Is Arcane Libraries with their both 5e supplements as well as Shadow Dark, because that old school with a modern feel to it is something that's really hitting on high. And role playing has been doing well for us here. So
Yeah, role-playing games, I think there's just so many people now that are coming in to just check out what it's about. A lot of it's starting to become even more mainstream.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more people that are a lot just curious about what that
Well, and
whole world
RPGs,
entails.
they're so strong too, right? Like there's nobody on the planet that's played D&D once.
no.
Like if you've either never played it or you've played it 100 times, as soon as it gets its hooks into you, like it's definitely worth trying. That's for sure.
Yeah, and they got all the other ones too, because Shadow Dark is great. So hopefully they're going to come up with a little more robust release schedule this year, because I think they were caught off guard a bit themselves with how well it took off. But it's a fantastic game. Shadow Dark has been winning awards all over the place. D&D, like Wizards of the Coast, that put out some really great supplements this past year.
Everything in the 2024
Really good.
lineup, I have been impressed with. I don't think there's a single book in that lineup so far that I haven't opened the cover and been like, "Wow, this is really pretty." As well as it has good content.
Even just seeing them on the shelf, like every single time I walk in at our new arrivals section there in front of the door, I'm like, "Oh, that looks cool."
Oh, exactly. And then even like with Warhammer and that sort of stuff, it's RPG adjacent, but the Warhammer Quest Darkwater is such a fun game.
Yeah, we've been playing.
Oh my
through that.
gosh,
It's been a fantastic.
You wouldn't believe the
experience.
volume coming out of the RPG room when those guys were going.
I
at it.
get
It's unbelievable.
excited.
You should.
They hit to GW's credit. They hit a very good balance for tension in the new scenarios, especially if you're playing with a good group of 4 people. It's a lot of fun. It's
Very good looking box too. I gotta say that does a lot.
It's
if it looks cool, it's good. It's very Hades 2.
Yeah,
I will say.
Yeah.
It just looks good. Looks good is very important.
If you're a fan of like Frostgrave or that style of game,
Gloomhaven.
Gloomhaven. I don't know why I said Frostgrave. I mean,
I
guess
I just nodded my
Frostgrave.
head.
It is a small warband, but Gloomhaven. I don't know why I thought of Frostgrave. But
I think if you think
small
about
warband. Of
I think
wizards,
thinking Frosthaven, which
Yes,
was an
Frosthaven,
expansion for Gloomhaven.
Yep. But yeah, no, it's fantastic. They're killing it. So
Yeah, it's really good. It's well thought out. They could do a little better on the proofreading guys and gals that are part of that team there, because some of it's a little rough. But once you figure out the intent of the scene in that, it's very tactical, a lot of fun, and you have to make some decisions in that. But you all have to survive, so you can't backstab anyone. So I feel comfortable because that means Brad can't leave me behind.
and I can't
Which is
gather
nice.
up all the treasure.
You can't.
You can't.
It
Well,
doesn't
then
work
what's
that way.
the point?
What's the
Am
point?
I right? From one
What can you
rogue
do?
to another.
But no, it should be good. But there's a lot of things coming, and of course, like we talked about the cards, that sort of thing. So we're getting back to the new set with Lorawyn, which is nice. They have a lot of sets coming out again this year, as Magic always does. Riftbound. We're hoping for the best for Star Wars as well,
Yep,
with their
Star
new,
Wars.
because they're going to have their first rotation set come out in April. Is that right?
Sounds about right. Maybe a little bit before, but by April. Yes.
Around then, Q4.
Yeah, because that's where we'll see whether or not it's going to have legs to stick around. We hope so, because again, their art's really improved. The different ways of playing the game has been fantastic. So let's see what happens there.
We're going to hope to run some fun Twin Suns events at the shop. There's no one really running that format, so we're going to experiment with that and see if it takes off.
Well, even with Magic too, we're trying to do more events that are more social rather than just competitive. Because a lot of times you go out, oh, it's a standard tournament. I have no chance in winning, so do I want to really go into the tournament itself? Whereas we have events that are more fun with random prizing. Everyone, it's more community building.
Well,
right?
and with every set as well, they have the Commander Party rules and everything like that, right?
Yeah, and even for our competitive friends, we have a lot of different interesting takes we're going to be trying out this year to spice things up. I know one of the events we're going to be announcing soon is for CEDH. We're going to be running a Win a Duel land. So that's very exciting for those friends. So we're cooking up some really fun, unique new takes on things to keep it exciting and interesting.
But there'll also be like paint classes coming up here.
Oh, yeah.
And one thing that we're really working on, I just gave over to the boys the first draft of the proposal, is working on a living world. So back when I first started playing D&D, like, well, I guess the second time when I was in university, and that there's a thing called the RPG Association, which was you could take your character, Nick, and you can actually go to a university or convention.
Rogue, yeah.
And you only play it at those sanctioned events, but it's a living world. So you constantly go with different people, do one-off events, and you grow your character within the realm. And it's this sandbox world that could be anywhere that the organizers would have it going.
And I mean, living worlds are really good too, right? Because there's the consequences can be huge, right? I mean, like in situations like that, when you choose inaction, right? Like this town needs help, whatever, and you go, oh, we don't have time for that. We have to go do this thing. That town's not going to stop needing help.
We've also had so many more requests as a shop to facilitate like organized role playing.
Especially for
it's always great if you can find your own group, and there's always groups that are recruiting. Sometimes people just want to have a fun one-off that they know they can show up for because they can't commit to anything.
Scheduling, right?
So, yeah.
Well, even for the DMs and that sort of thing. Like, how many times have we been derailed, Brad, because we're going to run a game and then all of a sudden 2 people back out so we can't play because we're missing too much of the party. Whereas in a living world system, the way it is we muster the groups there. So it's, all right, you have 5 people here. All right, that DM, take those people off to play that adventure.
Yeah, and you try to design all the events to be played around like a 1-shot, or at worst case scenario like a 2-shot. So
or it could be a continuing thing, so you can play the second like module for it. So it'd be really good. Yeah, there's a lot of things coming up. Hopefully you guys are excited. Tell us what you're excited about. Let us know what you want us to take a look out for. If there's some games that are not on our radar that should be, let us know, and we'll try our best. We're always looking for that new fun thing to give you guys something interesting here in Niagara and beyond to play with. So,
absolutely.
What do you think, guys?
Well, I guess next week we'll see you all again.
We'll talk next week when the Yu-Gi-Oh ban list drops. It's definitely going to drop next week.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Surely we're getting one next week.
There we go.
I'm not going to go all the way to Richmond without a new ban list. Surely I won't be playing the same 40 cards that I've been playing for the last 3 months. There's no way.
So join us next week for the start of our 17-part series on the history of Yu-Gi-Oh with Nick.
And just wait. I'm locking the door. I'm barricading myself and going live.
That's our marathon there, guys. All right, have a great week.
Bye.